In a shocking turn of events, a new wave of leaked financial documents has sent shockwaves through South Africa's political landscape. What began as whispers of offshore money trails has now erupted into a full-blown national scandal, one that threatens to upend the highest levels of government. At the heart of the revelations are secret bank accounts, shadow companies, and coded transactions linking some of the country's most powerful figures to a vast network of hidden wealth. The report, dubbed the Mzansi Papers by investigators, reveals an intricate web of offshore accounts stretching from the Cayman Islands to Dubai, Mauritius, and even Switzerland. The leaks suggest that several senior government officials and party heavyweights have been quietly funneling public funds into private accounts under false names and shell corporations. Sources claim that the network may have been operational for more than a decade, quietly siphoning billions from state contracts, infrastructure deals, and energy tenders, all concealed beneath layers of financial secrecy. Among the names allegedly appearing in the leaked documents are former cabinet ministers, influential business magnates, and at least 2 provincial premiers. While no one has been officially charged, insiders hint that the evidence could lead to some of the most dramatic prosecutions in South Africa's post-apartheid history. One senior investigator described the network as the parallel economy of corruption, an elite system designed to protect itself while the public pays the price. According to the documents, the scheme relied heavily on consultancy firms and offshore legal services that specialize in disguising ownership. Payments from government-linked contracts were allegedly routed through a series of intermediaries before being deposited into secret accounts abroad. Investigators say this process made it nearly impossible to trace the original source of the money until now. A key breakthrough reportedly came when an international financial watchdog shared encrypted transaction data with local authorities, exposing inconsistencies between official declarations and actual fund transfers. The data suggested that several politicians had failed to disclose millions of rands in assets and foreign income, in clear violation of ethics and financial disclosure laws. Public reaction has been swift and furious. Social media platforms erupted with anger and disbelief as citizens demanded transparency and accountability. Calls for an independent inquiry are growing louder by the hour, with opposition leaders insisting that the full list of implicated individuals be made public. One viral tweet summed up the mood of the nation: "They tell us to tighten our belts while their pockets overflow." The presidency has yet to issue a formal statement, though sources within the union buildings suggest that an emergency meeting was called to assess the potential fallout. Meanwhile, several major banks and auditing firms have begun internal reviews, fearing they may have unwittingly facilitated money laundering activities. Analysts warn that the implications of this revelation could be profound. If proven true, it could trigger a wave of resignations, prosecutions, and possibly even a financial crisis of confidence. The timing is also politically explosive, coming just months before a crucial election in which trust in government is already at a historic low. Civil society groups and investigative journalists are calling this a defining moment for South Africa's democracy. The leaks, they argue, expose not just corruption but a culture of impunity that has allowed the powerful to operate above the law. "This is not just about stolen money," said one anti-corruption advocate. "It's about stolen futures, schools that were never built, hospitals that were underfunded, and jobs that disappeared into offshore accounts." As pressure mounts, the public waits for answers. Who among the political elite will face justice? How deep does the corruption go? And perhaps most importantly, will this moment finally mark the beginning of true accountability in South Africa? For now, one thing is certain: the veil has been lifted, and what lies beneath reveals a disturbing truth: a system built on secrecy, sustained by greed, and exposed by those brave enough to bring the darkness into the light.